All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Central Valley Business. We're live on Central Valley Talk around the world on the Internet. Thank you for joining us today, centralvalleytalk.com. We do have another busy show for you. We're going to get right into it with Arsen Marsoobian. He's written a book called Beating Taxes and Cheating Death, and this is especially relevant because, as he showed me, this is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Well, there it is right there.
You got the poster. That's great.
Yeah, how are you, Arsen?
Very good, Mike. Thanks for having me on.
You wrote a book.
I wrote a book. I've spent 35, 40 years in the life insurance business, and I've seen it from an agent all the way to the corporate office, and found that people seem to be confused about the subject.
It is confusing, yeah.
They don't really know. So I thought I'd sit down and just kind of lay out some of the information that I've learned over those years, not so much as a selling book or a point of view, but just as an information.
So you simplify everything for folks?
I hope so. Hopefully simplify.
So?
That was the goal in the book. And one of the things I learned the other day was interesting in this about the Awareness Month. All of the information is coming out from the different insurance companies. And Northwest Mutual did a study this just January about life insurance and talked about different people. And the interesting thing was that 49% of adults do not have any life insurance coverage. And some of
half the population
yeah. don't have it. But what was interesting in the survey was not that they don't have it, but why they don't have it. And 43% say that life insurance is too expensive. 31% say that they have other priorities. The more things get in, it's more important to buy a boat. It's more important to be able to go on a trip, do different things than to buy the life insurance.
I'd fall into that category.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. I want people to kind of listen to the categories and see where they fit, because I think in the book we answer almost all of these objections. And 14% say they've never thought about life insurance and don't know much about it. And there's 12% that don't know where to start. 8% note that they don't have time to do the research, learn about it, understand it. And 6% say that life insurance is too complicated. 5% said that it's too stressful.
Stressful.
5% said it's too stressful to even think about it. But the topic of beating taxes and cheating death, people say all the time that you can't. There's everything is certain. Two things certain: to death and taxes. And one of the things we show in the book about the beating taxes is that the accumulation of your cash inside a life insurance policy is deferred taxes. You pay no tax on that money. So if you have a CD and you got money in the bank, you have to declare that interest and pay tax on it. If it's inside a life insurance contract, there's no annual tax to be declared on that money.
So that's one advantage.
The second advantage, the death benefit is going to come income tax free to the beneficiary.
Really?
Yes. So here's the way to think about that. Whoever gets it first gets it free. And what I mean by that is that whoever the beneficiary is, so if it is a corporation, is the beneficiary of a life insurance on a key man coverage for a policy, then the corporation is going to get that money if it's $5 million, $10 million, income tax free.
Why would a corporation get that?
Well, because a lot of times they have what they call key man executives, and then they
insure their own people. Okay.
Insure their own people, or there could be a buy-sell agreement.
I got you.
If somebody dies when they're going to buy out the spouse, they don't want them to come in and be a partner in the business because they know nothing about it, and so life insurance provides that. So whoever gets it first is going to get it free. If it goes directly to the spouse or the other partner, wife, then they get it income tax free. So it's a matter of how you set it up. So it's very important to have your CPA. It's very important to have an estate planning attorney involved in the discussion when you get to the higher end levels for life insurance.
See, I've already learned something today.
I hope so. Thanks,
all right, but listen, I'm single. I don't have any kids. Why should I have life insurance? Do I need life insurance?
Do you love anybody?
I love my dog.
You love your dog?
He's going to be taken care of, though. I've already seen to that.
One of the things we talk about says that...
My brothers are on their own.
One of the things I coined a phrase a few years ago back in the 80s, that life insurance is to protect those you love from those you owe. If you don't love anybody and you don't owe anybody, then you really don't need it.
Well, now wait a minute. You can love people without feeling the necessity to leave something to them when you die, right? I would think so.
You know, sure you could do that. You're not going to leave money to everybody that you love.
No.
But I'm saying if there's somebody that's close to you, you don't want to have to accumulate for them to assume a lot of your debt at the time of when you pass, then you would protect that with life insurance. And the very wealthy people say, well, I'm really rich. I don't need it. If you have an estate over $5 million, the first tax on the dollar after $5 million is 40%. And it goes up from there. And so the very wealthy say, well, I don't need it, but they truly do. Because the person you owe is the people that we pay all the time. Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam is waiting for that.
Okay.
And so that there's a lot of different things. There's some tricks in there also. You know, Mike, being single, have no children. Do you have some charities or something?
I do.
Have some
I
programs?
do. But I've taken care of them in my will. I mean, I'm leaving them some money, so.
How much are you leaving them? Are you leaving all of them?
We'll talk when we're off the air.
Yeah. But no, there's you can leverage a great deal of your money, and it allows people, the average guy, to really be a philanthropist. I mean, I'd like to leave a lot of money to the Bulldog Foundation or to the Valley Children's Hospital that have done some wonderful things for my children. But I don't have that kind of huge estate where I can leave $3 or $4 million. But I can take out $1 million life insurance policy and pay a little bit into it, and at the time know then that $1 million is going to be transferred in my name. I can become a philanthropist just through the means of life insurance and buying a little at a time.
But you'll get all of that recognition after you're dead.
Isn't the legacy important?
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. We're almost out of time. Any major other points you want to make about the book? Or?
No, I think that it really is important that people know that it is a simple thing to understand. There's really just kind of two different kinds of life insurance. One of the things is term insurance and any variation of that. And then there's permanent insurance, which is a lot of variations of that today. So it's not that complicated. And the other thing that's important for people to remember is that life insurance is simply a contract. It is a contract between you and the insurance company. All the other marketing tips, whether it's a key man insurance, whether it's mortgage insurance, whether it's college fund insurance, whether it's death final benefits, it all comes down to being a contract between you and the insurance company. You pay, and they promise to pay. And the other reason it's a legal contract, the other benefit to that is that whoever you designate as the beneficiary and however you designate the payment for that to be is the way the insurance company must pay it out. It's not going to be litigated. It can't be changed. And I've got several stories inside the book that talk about very famous people who had life insurance and a lot of famous people that died without it and the effects of that.
Right.
So Life Insurance Awareness Month, get the book, Beating Taxes and Cheating Death. They can get it on Amazon. And it's a good price.
What is the price?
$14.95.
What a deal. What a deal. All right. Arsen Marsoobian, thank you so much for coming in today. Whoops. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
All
That was
right.
good.
We will continue on Central Valley Talk.